Y entonces, familia, ¿cómo estamos en la noche de hoy? Día, tarde, mañana, madrugada, desde la hora del día en la que nos estén observando. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Yo espero que estén excelentemente excelente. En este nuevo video, pues vamos a continuar la historia de Senua después de haber acabado con... Uy, no recuerdo cómo se llama esta. Barban, Barban, Barrabás, algo así. Creo que era que se llamaba el dios de las ilusiones. No fue fácil, pero no fue imposible. Ahora vamos a continuar la historia.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them, elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees, the mountains, caves.
Bueno, ya terminamos con el dios de las ilusiones, el dios del fuego. Y ahora vamos por, si no estoy mal, Hela, que creo que necesitábamos los dos sellos, o bueno, las dos insignias o símbolos de estos dioses para poder abrir la puerta que nos conducirá hacia Hela.
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them.
Uy, 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 uy.
Mother?
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Bueno, acabamos de tener una ilusión de la madre de Senua, llamada Galena, una curandera celta, la cual nos decía que cuando uno ve las sombras, o bueno, ve a los muertos o a las personas del más allá, ellos también lo ven a uno. O cuando lo escuchan, eh, ellos lo escuchan a uno. Y que va a estar ahí para guiarnos. Esperemos a ver qué sucede. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, no. Era solo una mancha blanca en la piedra. Pero bueno, yo creo que acá vamos a pelear otra vez. Esperemos a ver.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Cerca, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Valravan, era que se llama. Bueno, no, me equivoqué. No tenemos un enfrentamiento acá. Valravan.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The dark. Only the dead may cross.
Que no está sin pintura en la cara, ¿no? O sea, esto es otra ilusión, pareciera.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams.
Pero ni el águila de sangre.
There's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Bueno, ¿qué entendimos de lo que pasó ahora? Parece que otra tribu de celtas vikingos masacraron la aldea donde Senua vivía con su ¿qué? Con su esposo. Con su esposo y sobrevivió ella. Las voces le dicen que
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
uy, está gonorrea. No esperaba. Uy, pero yo lo esquivé. Ah. Ay, rayos, 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 rayos. Espera, 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 espera. Uy, me levanté.
Why suffer the past when there is
Miércoles.
a new world ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Oh, we gonna make it. Listo, ya me recuperé un poquito. Uy, bueno, re. Ah. Lo logramos. Estuvo buena esta peleita en el puente. Entonces, bueno, masacraron nuestra aldea, nuestro esposo. Nos llevamos su cabeza porque al parecer su alma reside en la cabeza y podemos escucharlo. Y no sé, creo, entiendo, pareciera que estamos en busca de venganza, de acabar con los dioses de esta tribu o no sé, secta que acabó con nuestra familia. Eso es más o menos lo que pareciera, lo que interpreto por la historia, pero pues todo depende, ¿no? Depende de si en realidad sea así.
Gates you open into darkness brings another change.
Uy, me cascaron. Uy, uy, me volvieron a cascar. Levántate, Senua. Esa gonorrea aquí. Uy, esa gonorrea está muy guacha. No, estoy muy jodida. Vamos a ver si ahí nos recuperamos un poquito. Ahí me recuperé un poquitico. Uy, puta. ¡Ah! Uy. Uy, uy, uy. ¿Son cuántos? Ah, puta.
So weak, they can see your. Take him down. Take him down now.
Ay, ay, ay. Ah.
She knows what to do. Remember the one. Quick, behind you.
Uy, bueno, rea. ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? Siento que hay otro ahí. Ah,
Don't give up.
siento que hay 3. Pero parece que no.
He can read.
Uy. Ay, puta. Párate, 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 Senua. Senua, 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 Senua. Párate, párate.
It's not over. It's not over. You can do it. Going. It's nearly over.
Ah, está gonorrea. No, 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 no. Párate, párate, Senua. Senua, párate, 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 párate.
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
Ah. Me mataron, puta, no reaccioné rápido. No, y otra vez tocará con el... Y claro. Toca con el perro este. Uy, está gonorrea. Ay, puta. Me confié. Vamos, levántate, 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 levántate.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Ah. No, eché para atrás, eché para atrás. Vamos, juguemos inteligentemente.
It's not over. It's not over.
Vamos, recuperémonos, recuperémonos.
She can still do it. He's too fast.
Uy. Uy, no, pero yo me había acabado ahí. Ay, párate, párate, párate.
This is nearly the end.
¿Qué para atrás? Vamos, recuperémonos, recuperémonos. Uy. Está difícil. ¡Ah!
She's scared. No.
Mierda, 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 mierda. Párate, 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 párate. Vamos arriba, Senua.
She's injured. Not gonna make it. He finished him.
Ay, lo logró. Ah, pero ¿por qué si estoy atacando? No, puta. Vamos, vamos, párate, párate, párate. Quickly, quickly. Quickly, 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 quickly.
Hurt. She won't make it. Use your sword. Harm focus. Use your strength. You can do it. You can do it.
Este puta. ¡Ah!
Anticipate. Finish this. End it now.
Uy. ¡Ah, jueputa!
End it.
Ay.
She's got her sword. Prepare yourself. Go. Attack.
Bueno, ¿quedan cuántos? ¿Uno? Bien, ya con uno ya la hicimos. Puta. Ah.
Right here.
Este man es fuerte.
They're winning.
Ah,
Finish this. Finish him.
estuvo duro. Este maldito sí era muy guache. La metodología del juego en cuanto a las peleas es de no descuidarse. Porque si uno se descuida, cualquier ataque puede representar la muerte instantánea prácticamente. Aunque el juego es bastante generoso al dejarlo a uno recuperarse, ¿no? Generoso en el sentido de que pues uno está en la muerte y simplemente uno puede quedarse un ratico esquivando ataques y se puede recuperar.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
O sea, nos están diciendo que somos la que busca a Sigurd, ojo de serpiente. Bueno, pescado SX.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
La X. Parecida, pero no. ¿O la S? No. Ah, véanla ya, papá. Vamos. Ya.
You'll find.
A mí me dicen ojo de águila. Aquí que hay nada. O sea que pasando ese puente debe haber una enemigo. Una giganta. Está curioso esto porque no hay muchos lugares donde buscar la S, ¿no? Y el pescado. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? Por acá hay algo. Ah, no. Es el reflejo de las luces de la runa. ¿Y acá qué? ¿Toca hacer fuercita o algo, no? Está complejo. No hay muchos lados para buscar. Está difícil, está difícil. Siento que es con esa estructura que está ahí, pero no la hallo, no la hallo. Y no entiendo por dónde pasar. Uy, uy, uy. No, no logro encontrar las letras. Está complejo, está complejo. ¿En dónde? ¿En dónde? Ah, no, pero esa no me la sabía. Esa no nos la habían dicho. Yo sí decía, yo siento que es acá, pero es que no veo por dónde. Claro, vean, por acá está la S. ¿Dónde? Pues debe ser hacia allá. Otro poquito, otro poquito. Ahí está. Como más atrás, ya. Listo. Ahora falta el pescado. ¿Arriba o abajo? O al lado. Sí. Y ahora hacia allá. Ah, espera. Pensé que ahí de pronto estaría la que, uy, estaría la letra, pero no. Vamos escaleras arriba. Veanlo. Por acá está. Ahí está. Listo. Encontramos todos los símbolos.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Ok. Bueno, detrás de esta puerta debe estar la supuesta giganta. No creo que todavía nos vayamos a enfrentar a Ela. A menos de que Ela sea la giganta. Bueno, se supone que en un puente y vamos a tener una pelea. Y espera, este puente no me lo imaginaba como tan destartalado. Oigo, no, Coca.
Push it. It's coming.
That song again.
What is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hella.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Miércoles.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Uy, pero cómo peleo con esa mierda.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Sí. Ah, pues sí se quemó.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
It's enough. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's a
Gillian.
Come to me. Please.
the light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be
Vamos a ver qué sucedió. Caímos del puente, creo que ese era el puente. Sí. Allá que hay. Ah, no, es que hizo una fogata. El brazo de Senua está cada vez más negro, ¿no? Le está acercando la... Bueno, es que morimos una vez ahorita, ¿no? Pucha, ojalá no podemos morir más porque se supone que si morimos perdemos todo el progreso.
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Dillian. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to
Uy,
trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
no, la vieja está agotada.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
It's a sign. Where's he gone? He's got something to tell us. He knows we're here. Steps you into it. Come on. You're getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt
He's there.
Allá está, pero lejos.
You have to keep Dillian going.
Pero ahí hay una puerta.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund.
Freud.
His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Pero no terminó de contar la historia el man. Bueno, se supone que allá a lo lejos está Dillion, pero allá está una puerta. Vamos a mirar qué pasa en la puerta.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Nos dejó pensando ese man con la historia. Ah, bueno, ya no podemos subir allá porque el puente está quebrado. ¿Con qué lo curaremos? Con cáscara de huevo. ¿Ve? Pensé que por ahí íbamos a entrar o algo, pero no.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Ok. Creo que nos faltaron 3 runas en alguna de las partes anteriores porque no están. ¿Y aquí por dónde?
wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Por allá lo vimos. Ah, por acá hay una runa.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
No, pero esa historia es más elaborada que la de padres e hijos.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really? You want
Uy,
to believe it's real and it's a trick.
uy.
Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
¿Será que toca ir hacia ese árbol? También está retostada, hola.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me?
Esta vieja re loca.
Become a warrior, you know?
me.
Lo está stalkeando.
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. Let her world change the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing!
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Llegar al árbol toca darse la vuelta. O bueno, no sé. Había algo ahí, pero no.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Y no, pero esas historias ya muy que muy loquis, ya demasiado incestuosos.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man
Odin?
raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Ok, nos están contando la historia de el arma que necesitamos para matar a Ela. Ah, al árbol. Más runas. Entonces, nada, entremos.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it.
Uy,
It's a trick. It's coming from there and there. Oh, what are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something. Oh,
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. The metal. The runes.
bueno,
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Find the shards.
bueno gente, vamos a dejar el video de hoy hasta esta parte. Quedamos con las tareas de encontrar los fragmentos de la espada de Gram para poder matar a la diosa Hela. La Senua está en severo viaje. Pero bueno, interesante esta parte. Esta parte de la historia me gustó mucho el combate con, por decirlo así, no sé qué nombre ponerle, pero le voy a colocar verdugo, en el que nos enfrentamos al entrar a la, no me acuerdo, torre creo que era. Un combate interesante. Acá validando que ahorita que estaba pausando me di cuenta que existe una opción de bloquear. No la he usado en todo el juego. Puede ser interesante ahorita en los combates. Esta parte pues no tuvo tanto combate, solo la primera parte. Pero bueno, ya más adelante creo yo que podremos desenvolvernos mejor en el combate con esta opción. Y pues parece que ya vamos como por la mitad del juego. Creo que ya vamos más aproximadamente unas tal vez 4 horas y media. Unas 4 horas y media de juego. En el próximo episodio pues veremos a ver en el próximo video veremos qué es lo que nos depara el juego de Senua y a ver qué sucede cuando conseguimos todos los fragmentos de la espada. Entonces no siendo más, me alegra que hayan podido ver este video. Recuerden siempre live to play and play to live. Vivir para jugar, jugar para vivir. Los espero en un próximo video. Que tengan buena noche.